Alright, so long story short, I'm gonna try and keep this as brief as possible. But on my last video, I was basically explaining, the changes to the world. I was basically explaining positivity and shit like that. And I was basically explaining how you control your own destiny, you control your own reality. Now, I don't know, I had a pretty interesting fucking week. I mean, I wouldn't call it challenging, but I'd say, bro, this has been a challenging ass week for me, bro. And I'm talking about on a third dimensional level, like this with people, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the problems and issues that people have, and it all stems from the inside, and it all stems from what they are going through and what they perceive life as, you know what I'm saying? So it came to a point yesterday night, I was really thinking about it, and I'm like, bro, to many people, I'm probably the bad guy. Even though I'm a good person and I got a good heart, to many people see me as different, unique, especially because I'm colored. So it's like, it's a different feeling when a colored person is happy. It's like our people don't know what it means to be happy. So anytime they see somebody that is happy, that's their same color, that's black as well, it's like something inside of them is corrupting them. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but motherfuckers don't want to see each other happy. And I came to that realization as simply me being positive and me being a good person, people will feel threatened by my positivity, or people will feel threatened by my energy. And it's like the weirdest shit ever. It's like, why do you feel the need to feel pressure or threatened by my good energy when all I'm doing is trying to help and benefit you in any ways? If I'm sitting there talking to you, I'm not gonna sit there and downplay you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and like act like I'm something much better than you, or I'm much superior than you, or nigga, I know more than you, or I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know everything, because I don't. But what I can do is try and come to an understanding and a conclusion for you. We can work things out so we can find a better solution. And like I said, this past week, I've come across a lot of people who's, I wouldn't say been threatened in my life, but they would feel like I'm threatening theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hurting them in some type of way or form or fashion, when in reality, all I'm trying to do is come up with a solution, or I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? And it all stems from them. I don't just go up to people and talk to people. That's not who I am. If you don't know, that's just not my character. That's not who I am. My thing is, I'll stay back, I'll relax, I'll scope the scene, I'll relax. And if I feel like it's something going on within you, I'll address it. I'll come up to you, I'll talk to you, I'll say, hey, because I'm used to the stares at this point. I'm like, look, when I go places, I'm used to the stares, and I'm used to the looks. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to that at this point. I don't have no anxiety. I understand that people. You know what I'm saying? I look at shit I like. You know what I'm saying? And I look at shit that I don't like. And I'm trying to learn how to not judge people. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest shit you could ever do. Learning how to not judge people is so fucking hard, especially when because you get to a certain point of realization that you can't judge people because they have a different experience in life than you. So that shit be so hard when you see somebody and you see someone doing some blatant dumbass shit, and it take a lot of character to just be like, man, to just look a different way. Not only that, but it take even more energy to actually try and help or try and be a positive light in a person's darkness. That shit is so fucking hard. Do you know how hard that shit is, man? To stay positive with a dark motherfucker. Do you know how hard that shit is? Now, when I say this, I'm talking about ignorance. I'm not talking about darkness that's darkness. That's easy. I'm talking about like ignorance. Ignorance is the hardest shit to deal with, bruh. That shit is impossible to fucking deal with. It's like, man, what the fuck? How the fuck am I gonna try and fix this motherfucker and he don't even realize he his own problem? Or she don't even realize that she her own problem? Or let's say, for example, like the other day, this was like exactly a week ago. If not a week ago, in the last 14 days. A motherfucker had on this loud ass perfume, right? Now, this was out of character for me. I don't know, maybe this was a sign from the universe or the heavens or something. But for the first time, I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I gave her, I don't want to say a suggestion, or I don't want to sit here and say I was clowning her, because That's not my objective. My objective was not to clown her, but her perfume. Like, it was clearly annoying people. So I kindly said, look, you should probably wear some different perfume. Not as a diss. I wasn't trying to diss her at all. I swear to God. I wasn't trying to say, oh, you wearing this cheap ass perfume or you wearing this cheap ass cologne. But I was kindly suggesting that she get some different cologne. Now, mind you, she took it in a bad way. Maybe it's my fault. Previously in my last video, I told y'all I don't have hope for women. Females, they too emotional, especially right now in today's society. They don't know what's a compliment. They don't know what's a diss. They don't know what's a suggestion. They don't know what's help. They don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna sit there and just blame females because men don't really know as well. But I was telling, if she could read the room, I was letting her know, look, people don't really like what the fuck you wearing. That shit don't smell good. That shit not appealing. And that shit was loud as fuck. I'm talking about, bro, you could not escape that shit, bro. You couldn't escape that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I personally didn't like it, but I didn't come off as a, oh, you stink, bitch. Like, I wasn't like ignorant with it, because I could get ignorant. But I was just like, look, I was trying to help her. I'm like, look, you might want to, get some new perfume. You might want to get some new perfume. I mean, that shit stink. Now, I didn't say it stink, but I said, look, you might want to just get some new perfume. But this bitch felt so threatened. The bitch pulled out a pocket knife. What the fuck? Bro, how the fuck you gonna pull out a pocket knife and I'm trying to tell you, bitch, you just need some new perfume. But that's what I mean by people was lost. Now, did I feel threatened? No, I just was like, man, this bitch is crazy. This why I'm like, man, you can't say these, huh? But the bitch pulled out a pocket knife and fork. I'm like, bitch, is you crazy? Bro, like I said, bro, this shit just happened like last week. And I ain't really want to talk about it. But I'm like, bro, there's no way your answer to me trying to help you is threatening me. That's why you come across people who's like, bro, they tell you not to be a superhero, or they tell you don't even try and help. Don't even try and put your input in, because that's how dark the world is at this point. Because simply putting your input in, they feel threatened. It's the same with like social media. We got freedom of speech, right? We supposed to be able to say whatever the fuck we want, right? But if you go on Twitter and say, I don't like fat people, or I don't like the fat acceptance movement, or I don't like the LGBTQ, I don't promote that. Bro, these motherfuckers would try and do anything to silence your ass. It's like all of a sudden the rules is different for certain people. It's like it's a double standard. Wait a minute, freedom of speech, but you can't say this about them, or you can't speak on that, or you can't talk about the presidents or this or the politicians, or you can't speak on that. Why in the fuck? Why is it a double standard? I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? And you should feel, now if it came off as ignorant to you, I'm sorry, but there is no way me saying you should get some new perfume elicits you pulling out a pocket knife. There's no way in hell. That shit is not equal. Dude, bro, you could have slapped me. You could have cussed at me. You could have yelled at me. You could have even got mad at me. You could have yelled at me. But a pocket knife is low-key crazy, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie. A pocket knife is crazy. I don't know if she felt like I was threatening her, or like I was about to bully her, or like I was some man. I don't know what the fuck was going through her mind. But I just simply said, hey, that perfume, you might want to get a new... I don't remember exactly how I said it, but I said something like that. I'm like, bro, you might want to get some new perfume. This bitch threatened my life. And you know what I did? I laughed. The bitch was dead serious. She was so angry and so mad. I'm like, man, this bitch is crazy. I can't believe this bitch is that angry or that mad, or that she lost herself that much to where the ability to think somebody, or you don't even have to think, but to move on with your life and to be comfortable in your own skin, God's still gonna judge you off that. If you don't have the ability to be comfortable in your own skin, she could have said something like this. Cause this is what I would have did. I would have said, thank you for your input, and move the fuck on. Oh, thank you, and move the fuck on, because positivity can't bring negativity. It can't breed conflict. Positivity can't breed conflict. That shit is impossible. I hope you know that. If you want to learn how to become the strongest motherfucker on the planet, learn how to be positive. Because positivity and negativity, it's impossible to fake. It's an impossible ass battle. It's impossible as shit. How the fuck can positivity get touched? You could do all type of shit, but if that person decide to keep a positive mind frame, and and negativity don't have a choice but to back the fuck off. It's like, damn, I'm the only one that feel affected by this. Don't you understand that? It's like, damn, one day a person gonna realize, like, god damn, I'm the only one affected by this bullshit. He moved the fuck on, or she moved the fuck on. I'm the only one stuck. I'm the only one feeling this type of way. I'm the only one feeling like this hurt or this pain. That's when you start realizing that it's all within. Like, damn, all these problems really coming from my own thoughts, or all these problems coming from my own low self-esteem. Because like I said, if that girl would have said thank you, like thank you for your input, and moved right fucking along, my attractiveness would have went up, my respect would have went up, everything about her would have went up. And that's what you gotta understand about darkness. Don't you understand darkness respect the light? Just like how light can respect darkness. It's all about your mind. I can sit there and respect you. I don't gotta like you, but I can respect who you are as a person. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, my respect for that motherfucker would have went up 10 million if she was comfortable in her own skin. This bitch pulled out a pocket knife. How the fuck can I respect that? It's no positivity coming from a pocket knife, my nigga. Pulling out a pocket knife mean, nigga, you on timing. That means you ready die about it, bitch. What they call it standing on business. She was ready die about that shit. She was ready crash out about that shit. I told her perfume on it. But the thing is, nobody else was gonna say nothing. They was all just like, bro, I had the balls and the courage to tell you, look, this shit not it. You should be thanking me. Everybody else, it's the same thing with liars, right? You know how people, if my breath stink, I would rather you tell me so I could fix it, right? If your breath was kicking, or you had something on your face, or it was a stain on your t-shirt, wouldn't you rather your friend be like, look, bro, it's something on your t-shirt? Or, look, bro, them shoes ain't it? Or, look, bro, hey, look, bro, you know, wouldn't you rather have that? Or, bro, your breath stink, look, bro, you might want to brush that shit. Wouldn't you rather that than let me walk out the house with my breath kicking? Wouldn't you rather somebody be on your side telling you, hey, look, you know you my nigga, right? You know you my nigga. But in all honesty, my nigga, that shit ain't it. Because I would much rather you tell me that than to be like letting me walk out her looking crazy, or letting me walk out her with some stinking ass breath, or some stinking ass perfume. Right? I mean, that's just me. Like, I think I would prefer somebody tell me, hey, bro, you might want to level the fuck up, because that shit ain't it. Instead of, because you got people in this world that will let you just crash the fuck out, but that's on you. Remember, I don't really have to sit here and talk to you about that. It's on you to pick and choose who you bring in your life. I told y'all, I'm not really a friendly person, but that was me stepping out of my comfort zone to help somebody else, and it instantly backfired. I mean, like, this is why people tell you, look, don't save people. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all, I don't be coming up here that much no more. Because it's like, look, why the fuck do you need me to come try and help you when, if you want the help, you gonna search it on your own? It's the same with the truth. Or it's the same with wanting to better yourself. That shit comes from you. That shit don't come from nobody else. That shit comes from you. That shit don't come from me. It's no amount of bro, I think a lot of people still have this mindset that it's somebody that's gonna save you. Like, it's gonna be some all-powerful person that's just gonna save you. Or it's gonna be you gotta get saved from somebody. Bro, nobody can fucking save you but you. God is within everybody. God created everything and everyone. So God lives within you. So that means if God lives within you, God gave you the choice to be a positive or negative person. So you can't blame God or ask God to heal you because he's already within you. You see what I'm saying? God did what he did because he wanted people to have an experience. So you can't sit there and blame God for what the fuck God chose to do. You can't sit there and say, oh, the devil made me do it. Or the demons got to me. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? You sound crazy as shit. Talking about the devil made me do it. No, nigga. No, the fuck he did not. No, the fuck he did not. Unless you made a contract with his ass, then that's something different. You chose to, that's still your fault. You see what I'm saying? It's all your fucking fault. That's why I said, look, I would have respected her more if she would have just responded in a positive manner instead of pulling out a fucking pocket knife. Did I feel threatened by the lady? No, I didn't feel threatened. Did I feel like my life was on life support? No, I didn't. I knew she just was hurt. And this was her only rebuttal. This is how she thought she could, I don't fucking know. So what I learned was, man, I probably shouldn't just talk like that to women at all. Maybe I shouldn't input with women, because women, they ready to die about that shit. And that was clear. I mean, she ain't make that shit. She made that shit clear. She was ready to just stand on business. You know, fuck this bitch. Fuck this nigga. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker is a menace. I mean, damn. God damn. I mean, fuck. What the fuck do I gotta do? That's what I be thinking about sometimes. What the fuck do I gotta do? Stay the fuck out the way. Don't even help these motherfuckers. Don't even put your input in. Just stay the fuck out the way. That's why I told you on my last video, I probably won't be uploading that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in the uploaded spirit right now. Don't think I'm gonna come up here next week or in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Don't have your expectations for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't have these, oh, he's starting to post more and more and more. Because you shouldn't depend on me. You gotta learn how to depend on yourself. And that's why I stopped doing this shit, for real. Because my message is stop looking up to people and to start appreciating what God gave you inside. Appreciate what God already gave you. If you learn how to appreciate what God already gave you, then you're going to be perfectly fine within. It's plain and simple, my nigga. It's plain and fucking simple. All you got to do is go within. Just go within. And then you'll start to see the negativity. You'll start to see that you the only one affecting your choices, though. Nobody can affect your choices like you think. Nobody has power or dominion over anybody like you think. It might be a natural hierarchy just like how it is in the animal kingdom, but that's it. That's all it is. If you got hate towards me, I don't know why. That's a personal problem. If you feel like I'm a threat, I don't know why. I'm not out here carrying a gun or a strap. I'm not out here promoting violence. So if you feeling threatened by me, nigga, your problem ain't with me. That's it. It's something within you that you gotta figure out, my nigga. Cause I'm not out here promoting the violence, or I'm not out here doing dumb negative shit. So if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with yourself. That shit don't got nothing to do with me, my nigga. That shit has everything with you not loving yourself. And that's how I realized it. That's why, like I said, I don't get mad at negativity no more. And I also don't get mad at the people who do violent shit. I don't judge them like how I used to. If you somebody out here causing violence, or you someone out here that's promoting negative shit, I don't look at it as negative shit no more. I look at it as you being your own person. You extending your free will. You doing whatever the fuck you feel like you think you need to do. I'm not going to look at you with harm, or I'm not going to look at you with hate, or I'm not going to sit here and put myself in a position to where I could get hurt from you, or I'm not going to put myself in a position to where you could get around me, because then that's my fault. All you niggas can't do this shit. All the niggas that in the world, what you have to understand is, especially if you black, now if you white, this is no kicks to you, but especially if you black, they depend on you being angry, being mad, being scornful, being hateful, being violent, being mad, and looking at your own brothers and sisters in a dimming way. You can't look at them like that. You got to start looking at them from a different perspective. Like, all right, look, this is their circumstances. This is what they got going on in their life. This is their trials and their tribulations. You can't sit there and blame them for their trials and tribulations. I stopped doing that. I'm not no fucking Messiah, or I'm not some higher source of, like, I'm not like no almighty. You know what I'm saying? I can't save the world, my nigga. I know that. I understand that. But what I can do is help in the best way I can. I can't sit there and heal a motherfucker with my thumbs. I'm not, bro, I can't do no crazy shit like that. Bro, I can't do no magic. I can't say demons be gone. That shit don't work. I can't say, I'm not flying. Do I have flying capabilities? Bitch, I don't see me flying out here. I don't have no healing extraordinary abilities. I'm not sitting here walking on fucking water. But what I can do is try and be as positive as fucking possible, because that's the only superpower that I fucking got. Is being positive and choosing to be happy. That's the only fucking superpower I got, my nigga. Shit. Damn. That's your superpower, nigga. That's your gift. Nigga, you can choose to be happy. Now I understand there's forces out here that they could choose to be happy as well, but this is why I told you I'm special and unique in a different way, because I understand that for them to be successful and for them to be on top, they have to do negative things. Positive things don't always work for people. That's the catch-22. I'm sitting here preaching this positive shit, but what you got to understand is there is a natural hierarchy to the world. There's a natural hierarchy. So their positivity could never be as positive as so-called black people, right? I understand that as well. God gave us different abilities than them. Their abilities come from a different type of power. It's called negativity. And without negativity, they can't be positivity. It's a spectrum. It's a duality to this shit. You could choose to play the game, or you could choose to sit the fuck out and not play at all. That's what I choose to do. I choose to not even, I can see the positivity, I can see the negativity, and I could choose to endorse, just like I did with that lady. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did with that lady. I decided, hey, I'm gonna go out of my comfort zone and I'm gonna try and uplift this motherfucker. What did she do? She showed me that she's not spiritual. She's not there yet. She showed me that she's not there yet. She's not at a point in her life to where she could take it in a positive manner. What is it called? What is that shit called, man? When it's like a positive, I don't even remember what the fuck that shit called, bro. It's like a what is that shit called, bro? Man, I fucking hate words, bro. What is it called? Oh, not positive insight or positive feedback or something like that. A positive critiquing. I don't fucking know. It's something like that, goddammit. It's something like that. Positive feedback or positive criticism or something like that. I don't remember the specifics, but something to that ability. She showed me that she ain't have it. Now, am I in the wrong for it? I don't know. You let me know. Am I in the wrong for trying to help a sister out? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I thought I was trying to help her out. Everybody clearly mad. Everybody clearly is devastated by this smell. It's just like when somebody smell bad and you just like, you sort of forced to sit there. You know what I'm saying? You just sort of forced to just deal with that shit. Like, damn, man, this motherfucker stink. Wouldn't you rather someone tell you you stink than to just be stinking and you don't even know it? I tried to help that lady. I tried. I did. I bet you one thing, though. I bet you she won't be wearing that shit again. I bet you she really did take that shit inside, though. I bet you after that, I can almost 100% guarantee, even though she stumbled in that little thing, I can almost guarantee that she ain't put that shit back on. I can almost 100% guarantee that shit. That she was like, man, she at least thought about that shit. Next time she put that shit on, she at least thought about me. I know that shit sound toxic and shit. Okay, that shit was low-key toxic. That shit was low-key toxic, but that shit was all the way fucking toxic. That shit was toxic and shit. But I damn near bet she ain't put that shit on. Man, I'm fucking